so it might be easier.
Good odds that it will be. Still,
Keep it right next to home. It's important.
well, there won't be anything on the agenda.
Ready to go?
Just
Ready to go?
We were busy while the master plan.
Well set. I'd like to call the regular meeting of the Elmont Village Planning Commission for December the 5th, 2024 to order, please. May I have a roll call?
Adieski,
Here.
Meek,
Here.
Zender,
Here.
Dyke, Keller,
Present.
Miller.
Thank you. The next item, unless there are any changes or alterations, I would accept a motion to approve the agenda as it's presented. I have a motion. Glenn, I have a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. The next item is the approval of minutes for the regular meeting of September 5th, 2024. Unless there are any changes or alterations or corrections, I would accept the motion to approve the minutes as presented. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Kim, did you get a second? I think
Yep.
Robert.
Yeah.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. Next item is communications. Do we have any communications from anybody this morning? This
Sir?
evening, excuse me? No?
No, sir.
Quiet? All right. We have no public comment that I know of. Mr. Snyder, do you have anything to say today? Thank you. And there are no public hearings this evening. Under new business, the first item is the recommendation for appointment. Kim was kind enough to put together in our board packet a write-up of what we need to do tonight in relation to some changes that have occurred. Mr. Dyke has now become village president and is an ex officio member. And Mr. Snyder is no longer on the commission. And what we need to do is we need to designate Robert Miller as an ex officio member from the council. And then we also need to consider Mr. Snyder's recommendation to be placed on the planning commission. Do we have any questions, any concerns, should we take these separately, Kim?
Yes.
Can we do them separately? The first one I would like to do is take the recommendation. May I ask, Robert, you want to be the ex officio member and also be on the planning commission?
I would like to be a representative from the council, yes.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions of Robert? He's been on with us for quite a while. Any questions or concerns? Otherwise, I would accept a motion then to designate Council Member Miller as the council representative and an ex officio member. Do I have a motion?
Big for motion.
Gary, motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Nathan, second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
So to be clear, you're recommending,
We are recommending to council that Robert be placed on the planning commission and also be the council representative ex officio. Okay? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Abstain.
Stay.
Motion carried. The next item is the consideration to fill the vacancy that we now have on the planning commission. And we have an applicant who's been with us for a period of time, and you have his application there. Do we have any questions or concerns of the
I
applicant?
don't know about this guy.
You don't?
Why don't we think alike?
Seems new to the neighborhood.
Yeah, are you planning to stay around for a while or?
As long as I can. So I continue public service. Yeah, and the number's 26 years. There's a little bit of historical perspective. So, yes,
Sure, for sure.
I'll be, nominated to be back on the planning commission and come before council. Now,
I'll only say that I have to abstain tonight because I make the appointment, but I do agree with Steve being reappointed to this board because I think he brings a lot to it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Is there any other questions of the applicant? Any concerns of the applicant? So I have a motion from Steve, from Tim.
No, I can't make the motion.
You can't make a motion.
I'm only
sorry.
making a public statement that I support him being appointed to this board, but I have to abstain my vote because I'm the one that has to appoint.
Very good. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Can I get a motion from someone to appoint Steve Schneider to the Planning Commission, or recommend to council that we appoint Steve Schneider to the Planning Commission?
So recommended.
I have a motion from Bob Miller. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Gary. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Abstain.
Motion carried. Steve, it'd be very nice to have you back on with us again. It's always nice, it's nice to have 7 members, it really is. All right, the next item on the agenda is the 2024 Planning Commission Activity Report. Kim included that in our packet. I hope you've had a chance to at least look at it, take a look at it and read it. Do you have any questions or concerns about our activities for the calendar 2024?
Other than the fact, I thought it was going to be a busier year than it was. We started out and I thought it was going to be really something. It sort of tapered off.
Yeah.
I need to start generating more activities. This is my social life.
Now that's sad.
No other concerns or questions? Then I'd like to entertain a motion to recommend to council, Planning Commission recommend to council our Planning Commission activity report for 2024. Could I have a motion, please? Do I have a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. The next item we need to deal with is our dates for the coming year. I have one question. I'm assuming all of you have read it. Is there going to be any concern with July 3rd being so close to the 4th of July?
Yes.
Yes?
It could be,
It could be for you.
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
myself. Does anyone know what the 4th falls on day of the week?
Friday.
Friday. That's the only reason I asked that question, is people may want to take an exceptionally long weekend.
It would
so-
probably be a problem for me.
We just want to remove it altogether.
Based on this year, yeah. You know, you never know what might occur during the summertime. I'm open for suggestions. Should we move it or cancel it or leave it the way it is?
Would it be moved to the following week?
That would
To the
be,
10th? That's usually ZBA, but,
yeah. And based on that report,
right.
we haven't needed them, never needed them either.
Well, they meet at 7, so.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we do. That's true. That's true. So we could be without 2 members. I don't know if anybody else.
Or what about moving it to the Wednesday, or would that be like the whole week out, like July 1st?
The week-
Oh, the Wednesday would work. I could do the Wednesday. I might even be able to do the Thursday. I know I could do this.
Yeah, July 2nd.
Wednesday 2nd. Would that be better?
Yes.
That would be
Works
good
for
for
me.
everybody?
Sure.
All right,
Actually,
Kim,
no.
can we
Yes,
make
would
that
work.
change?
No?
Do all the other,
It wouldn't actually work for me.
it wouldn't have worked for you.
I have a prior commitment on Wednesday nights.
Switch it to the 10th.
Pardon?
We can switch it to the 10th.
To the 10th?
We should do it then, but there's a conflict. Address it at that time. You can't.
You can't do Wednesdays.
It's got
You can't do
commitments on
Wednesdays.
right?
Okay.
chances of both us and the ZBA having a meeting on the same night, the way things go, is probably pretty rare. And if that does happen, we can make an adjustments at the time.
Okay. All right, do you want to move it to the 10th then? Does that work?
For me?
All right,
For
then
me.
we'll change it to the 10th then. And then we'll play it by ear and see what happens. Any other changes? Otherwise, I would accept a motion to recommend to council the planning commission meeting dates for calendar 2025.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second?
I have a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. I'd like to acknowledge we have, I'm assuming you're a student from the high school? Well, welcome. It's nice to have you here. You happen to pick a night when we don't have a real long agenda. Good for you.
So the quiz afterward would be really easy.
Yes. All you have to do is translate what we just did. You're in good shape. Any unfinished business from anybody? May I ask a question? Have we heard anything about the sidewalk application grant?
Yes, it was
Yes.
denied.
It was denied. Okay. Well, then I'll leave my flowers right where they're at.
There you go.
I will accept the motion to adjourn if there's no other business. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
second.
Second from Gary. All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. We are adjourned.